The following podcast contains strong language and ridiculous cartoon scenarios conjured up by two self-proclaimed comedy wizards. Between you and me, they're more like Saturday morning court jesters fueled by sugary cereal. But either way, the opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their well-intentioned hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Unless, of course, you want to pay them to say something else. Could always use a new pair of shoes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to ReviewParty.com, where the ground is ground beef. I'm Brent.
I'm Matt.
I hope everyone's doing good out there. Welcome to the party. You know, take off your shoes and let your toes sink right in
We're
to
glad
the ground beef.
We're glad you could make it. Welcome
to the beef. As I said, I'm Brent, and I'm one of the co-hosts here at ReviewParty.com, the only podcast on the internet, markedly so. You can check Wikipedia. Nothing false on there. We're the only podcast that reviews reviews. Can we make ourselves a Wikipedia page? No, right? That has to get approved.
Well, you know.
Go to the podcast page. Every section has something about us. Out of context.
Well, we will add ourselves to the Wikipedia entry for podcast.
Right. A link to our review party. It'll mention reviewparty.com. It'll link, the letters will be linked to our podcast or to our Wikipedia page, which then everyone will go to, be like, wow, this podcast has a Wikipedia page. They must be huge and popular, which we are.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll make $1 million. I think that's how Joe Rogan did it.
I don't want to think about how he did it.
The Spotify guy, the Spotify contract money giver guy, just was on Wikipedia. Like, what podcast should I give him money to? This Joe Rogan guy's all over this page. Let's just throw some at him.
Plenty of people have the same thought daily. Let's just throw something at him.
Let's just throw something at Joe Rogan. See how he reacts. See if he still got it. Okay, here's a tangent. There was a UFC fight recently where a guy broke his leg. Did you see that?
Did not know.
The leg breaking was not the important part to see. What was important was Joe Rogan's, I guess, all of the hosts' reactions. It was like three heads, and they all thought something different about this leg broken.
Oh.
Joe Rogan amped up.
Uh-huh.
He's fired up.
He loves it.
For my gamers out there, he was literally making the PogChamp face. Sprinkle 5% fear into the PogChamp face. That's a Joe Rogan looking at some fighter's leg getting snapped in half like a twig. Anyway, you got a review.
Yeah, I got something that'll really twist our brains a little bit. This is an Amazon review for the saddle up for the Echo Smile Camping Instant Tent 2/4/6/8 person pop-up tent, water-resistant dome tent, easy setup for camping, hiking, and outdoor portable tent with carry bag for 3 seasons.
Listen, you can't fit up to 8 people in this. You can fit 2 people, 4 people, 5 people, 6 people, or 8 people. Those are your options, all right?
Pick.
Take your pick or get the hell out.
So this is one of those tents where, based on the construction of it, you throw it and it just sort of foomps.
Ooh.
But then
you got a foomper.
Yeah, to stow it, you have to hold it and fold it and twist it into a circular shape. Very dangerous, very challenging for some people. Anyway, that's not what this reviewer has to say at all. I'm just going to get to it. Avid online buyer, Amazon user avid online buyer.
Wow.
Title, they're in the right place.
That's some clout.
Avid online buyer titles their review, "We use this tent for a cat enclosure," and writes, "We have a bunch of stray cats in the neighborhood, and since we started putting out food, they of course have all gravitated to our house. So, we bought this tent to use as a place where they, the cats, could keep warm in the winter. We added electric blankets for warmth and the tent as a great windbreaker. Now that the weather is warming up, we will likely put a fan in it, or maybe some sort of DIY evap cooler so that they have a cool place to hang out this summer. 5 stars.
Man, I wish I was this lady's cats.
They're living it up.
This whole time I thought I wanted to be a famous comedian.
Or a cartoon character.
Or a cartoon character, a voice actor, a podcaster. Just someone who entertains, I guess you could say.
Uh-huh.
But really, I just wanted to be this lady's cat.
Stray cat.
Stray cats. Oh, come on up to the penthouse, cats. You got some AC, got a dehumidifier in there, kibbles and bits as far as the eye can see.
She's laying out the full spread.
Shit and piss everywhere. Who cares?
You're stray. You don't know any better.
You don't know any better. Spray this, mark your territory. Paint the walls with your hot, stinky feline piss. This is a place where you can do anything you want. This is a pure freedom. Freedom we'll never feel. Attached to our desks, talking into our Yeti microphones.
Yeah, we're chained to it. Chained to reality. Chained to life.
Right. This woman, I would say, is slowly losing her grip on reality. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
In which she wants to set up a 5-star cat tent for strays.
Somebody has to take care of them.
No, they don't. No, they don't. I'm gonna put my foot down, and someone does not have to take care of stray cats.
You may have a point there.
I mean, every animal deserves a happy home, a safe life, but I don't know if anyone needs to shoulder that responsibility. I don't think that's anybody's war to fight. I'm more of what's that guy's name? Steven Galaxy or whatever the hell. The dude that looks like Guy Fieri that talks to cats or whatever.
I was just talking. It's Jackson. Is it Jackson Galaxy?
Jackson Galaxy. Yep, bald Guy Fieri.
Yes.
Mild-mannered rock musician by day, cat whisperer by night, or perhaps vice versa.
With his cat tools in his guitar case, yes.
That's right. Dude,
I
so hope that was some producer's idea and Jackson just went along with it for the show. He's like, oh yeah, you're the rock star cat whisperer. Put your stuff in a guitar case. And he's like, yeah, that sounds fun. And I hope that wasn't going on before the show, dude. That would be too much.
I mean, he's got all these guitar cases laying around and he needed someplace for his cat stuff to go.
So you think it was a spur of the moment? God, I can't find a bag or a duffel bag, a backpack anywhere. Oh, I got this old guitar case here.
Jackson, your cat whisperer audition is today. 8:00 sharp. Go. He's like, shove it in the guitar case. He shows up with that thing. Here's my stuff. The casting directors at Animal Planet just...
Oh yeah, I guess I would be back on board if it was part of his pitch meeting, right? He was like, what am I going to do to really wow these Nat Geo dudes or TLC, whatever, these Hollywood execs. I'm going to wear a bowling shirt. I'm going to have a chain coming on my jeans, and get this, I'm going to put my kitty cat supplies in a guitar case. It does create an interesting juxtaposition.
I'm going to shave this facial hair in ways unimaginable.
Oh, what a funny looking dude.
Yeah,
who pulls that look off? Bald bowling shirt, dad rock, glasses, beard funny. I don't think you can.
Guitar case is what ties it all up.
And the guitar case, I guess you really know what the guy's got going on when you see him.
Yeah.
You don't have to say, Justin Galaxy, show me what you got. He's got, right, at first glance.
Right there.
He's right there in plain sight.
Summed up.
Very brave of him, perhaps.
Yeah, for sure. I guess, in a way, the manner in which Mr. Galaxy uses his guitar case for his cat utensils, it's the same way avid online buyer is using a tent. Not for the purpose a tent is normally used for, but exclusively for cat and cat-related items.
Maybe it's just a cat person thing, and that's why I can't relate. They got some other shit going on, you know?
They got different connections.
Yeah, me and dog practical, right? I have tennis ball because dog like tennis ball. You know? Not I have guitar case because I need fashionable item to hold my cat accessories. Sort of a different situation going on. But I will say, wouldn't it be cooler if instead of guitar accessories in his guitar case, he had a guitar in which he Pied Piper, played some licks, and then the cats were hypnotized, mesmerized.
Yes. Cat obedience through rock. Yes.
Oh, your cat is scratching up your furniture. I got a lick for that. And then
cat licks.
Cat licks.
Oh, that's his second show on Discovery Plus. I'm sure it's already there.
We can only hope. We can only hope.
I hope you have a review for me.
I was just opening up a review from, get this, kicking off the show with a Yelp Tokyo, baby. Yelp Japan. I know what the people want, and I'm going to give it to them. All right. Enough cat lady reviews. We got Yelp Japan. We got Lisa D here. She is writing a Yelp review for Burger King. What is this? Shibuya? Burger King
Shibuya.
Shinjuku. Burger King Shinjuku. Yasukuni Dori, if you want to get down to the neighborhood. Lisa, who is a 2021 elite, by the way, had this to say. Hello.
Club member.
Fellow member of the elite club. Let's see what words this elite can spin. We were literally on a mission to try every American fast food chain here. English menus available. Employee was welcoming. Our burger was good. Def. More put together than the States. Doesn't leave you feeling overwhelmed with grease. 5 stars.
I see before me laid out 2, 3, possibly 4 streets with which to run down screaming at Lisa D. And I don't know which one to barrel down first.
Well, see, I look down those same streets, and coming at me from one is a tsunami of burger grease and fake charbroil spray.
Overwhelming amount of grease.
Yeah, have you ever bitten a Whopper and just got hit with a tidal wave of hot grease?
Oh, it's like a peach. You bite into it and it's running down your chin.
Oh, boy.
That's too much. That's too much there. Excuse me, waiter.
Waiter, while you bring my cardboard crown, please inform the chef that it is too greasy.
You hold the burger up and say, see, and it's just splashing off.
It's like a quilted quicker picker upper commercial in between the buns.
Oh. Yeah, I am appetized right now.
But hey, this place don't. Don't do that.
It puts them together.
But yeah, what else do you see down the street?
Okay, so she's literally on a mission, and I guess maybe she's using the word literally somewhat responsibly there. If she is going to a bunch of American fast food restaurants.
Literally on a mission from Barack Obama to try all the American food.
Lisa, needed to go and see what they're cooking up over there.
Michelle, check out this review from Lisa. Looks like she hit up Burger King. Pretty funny.
How about that, eating healthy here, huh? Maybe we could get a Burger King. But no, it's that this is the mission she chooses for herself.
Oh, this is like a religious mission.
For most missions, there's your mission, should you choose to accept it. This is a mission I would deny. I would give me the next one.
You're telling me some are born great, some become great, And some have Japanese American fast food restaurants thrust upon them.
Thrust upon them. Yes. I'm struggling to find an apt comparison. It's like, I don't know, going to a great shoe store and saying, show me every single Croc you got. Because I'm trying them on.
Yeah, go into a designer Louis Vuitton, Gucci type $1,000 pairs of shoes. You guys got fucking Crocs? Those are wild. You got any of the little bedazzles for them?
Bring them out.
I want some of those.
Bring them out.
I probably did try every American fast food restaurant while I was in Japan, and I can see the appeal. I do recommend if you ever go to Japan, at least try McDonald's, Burger King.
Right.
It gives you a lens in which to see your own culture through another lens, right? And it's easy to find cultural comparisons because it's so familiar.
It's going to be a bit different, but also somehow familiar. Yeah, the same thing in China. I don't know that I got anything at the McDonald's, but we definitely went out for pizza once because we wanted some cheese for Pete's sake.
I was there for 2 years. Who knows how long Lisa D of Fresno, how many ramen shops, how many sushi shops, how many izakayas and street vendors were passed up for a lacking grease tidal wave Burger King. And I would even say Burger King in Japan slaps. The 5-star review is worth it here.
Okay.
My experiences were good. Hit the spot. I think most Burger Kings in Japan also have beer. Available for purchase. That's kind of, adds a little dimension to it.
Add something.
Something.
A little bit of belligerence. You never know.
What? Dining experience is not made better with just a little bit of belligerence. Just a pinch, a dash.
Just where somebody's going to be a bit rude with the staff and then be nice at the same time. Like, you better bring that. But I'm just joking with you. I'm not fully intoxicated, but I'm getting there.
Do not kick me out yet. I'm having a good time. I'm sorry I made you not do that. Please just bring me my food. I'm shutting up now.
Yeah.
The apologetic belligerence is sort of the mode you fall into, huh?
It's great to see. You love it.
You got anything else to say about this Baga Kingu?
I think that's probably it. Good to know that the menus are in English. If I couldn't just point and say,
burger, chicken.
Yeah, burger. The one thing, how did she structure that one sentence? Our burger was delicious. Deaf.
Our burger was good, comma, deaf, period. DEF.
That's what I heard. Yeah, DEF. I love it. That's truly a wordsmith.
Yeah, that's not a real word, so she definitely just smithed that one up in the old mason shop.
Hey, I know some smiths. They're fine people.
Ting! Ting! Got a new word here. I don't know. You might want to put that. You might want to recast that one. No, I like it. It's just 3 letters. It's gonna look good.
You wanna use my mouse I got over here? They could go together pretty well.
I'm gonna need a memo in front of that, or a mim, and a s after it. Mimosa. Anyway, give me a review. Get us out of here.
Okay, I'll get us out of here. I'll take us to Six Flags Great America. Some people have Six Flags. Some people have Great America. We have Six Flags Great America, where I am from.
True.
This is a Google review for Six Flags. This review is written by Gabriella Todorova. Gabriella writes, terrible. There's lost children everywhere. The lines to the, quote, lost children area were enormous. Then again, all lines were. We got a membership and are stuck with it for a year, though it says we can cancel early for a fee. Option wasn't given at cancellation. The lines for every single ride are far too long, and you will be lucky if you get on 3 to 4 rides in a whole day. Everything is dirty. Plus, the water park side does not know how to handle emergency situations. 1 star.
Oh, I don't want to know.
She's taking on us on quite a ride there, huh?
No kidding. I don't want to know. But let's get away from no territory there
Start
at the end
start.
and get back to the beginning. There is this is a pandemic of lost children. There are hundreds of lost children at Six Flags Great America. I've been here. And maybe I wasn't keeping my eyes peeled in the lost children areas, but I don't remember this. This must be a new development at the old Great America.
It's a review from a year ago.
Definitely wasn't there a year ago.
Me either.
What is happening in this park that is making so many children get lost? It is not maze-like. It's pretty relatively open.
Right. It's laid out to not be a maze. You don't want. It's laid out to be very clear how you proceed from one area to the next.
I mean, maybe little kids just saw Bugs Bunny walking around and were like, I'm hanging with that guy. Mom and Dad, not as good as Bugs Bunny or Daffy Duck. I tend to agree.
Yes.
I wonder how long it's going to take that Bugs Bunny and Daffy not going to feed you.
No. They're not going to fork over $4 for a Coca-Cola.
Absolutely not. $4 for a Coca-Cola, that's 90% ice.
Yeah. $13 for a funnel cake, which apparently you have to show a receipt if you accidentally drop it nowadays. I heard from somebody that they used to go all the time and just go up and say, I dropped my food. Can I get a replacement? But now they ask for a receipt, so you can't just cop free food.
Oh,
you can't just say,
they got wind of that little situation, huh?
My kid dropped his ice cream cone. Show me the papers.
So the people at Great America, very good at solving not getting ripped off by food situations.
Very
not
bad.
very good at solving lost children pandemic that they have on their hands.
Yes, that what Gabrielle says. The lines to the lost children area were enormous.
I can't even imagine being a parent with a missing child. Having to wait upwards of 20 minutes in line.
I get the emails when new rides come out. I don't remember them saying, coming this fall, Lost to Children Zone. Wait will be 20 minutes from this point forward.
So real, you'll freak.
Ooh, look at that one. He looks nice.
And so, you know how Disney has all kinds of trap doors, people coming out giving you magic moments?
Yes.
Stuff like that, memorable things. Six Flags just has trap doors in which children are yanked into. Yeah! Getting pulled in.
You find them. That's part of the adventure.
Part of the amusement, you might say.
Quite.
You know who's taking all the kids? That bald guy who likes to dance.
Yeah, Mr. Six.
Is that what they fucking called that guy?
I think that is. I looked it up because I don't know. Was there a
Mr. Six?
I looked him up for some reason. I think I posted a 1-star Monday review of Six Flags, and I needed to find out his name. And yeah, it's Mr. Six.
Mr. Six. Now, I'm not a professional. I think to say my naming prowess, we both could lean on the excellent name of our podcast, reviewparty.com. You know, we've proved ourselves as media entity and namers.
Mm-hmm.
Reviewparty.com, undeniably great podcast name. Mr. Six, I'd be voting no if I was
Not
on that
so
marketing
good.
team.
That's like knockoff Bond villain.
He's the Bond villain that he retired and he turned a new leaf. He moved to America to
Got
spread
happy.
the joy of 1990s corporate techno.
Ugh.
Bus rides, roller coasters, and children being stolen.
Yeah. Yeah, at least they went from having that guy to then having like a racist, stereotypical Asian brand mascot. That was good too, Six Flags.
What was that?
You don't remember that?
Asian Six Flags mascot?
It was an Asian, possibly Asian American man who more flags. I'm not going to say that. Who would say more flags, more fun in an Asian accent?
I see he's got sort of a fun-o-meter.
And yeah, very charismatic guy, but like, what is Six Flags trying to accomplish here? Bring back the old guy. That was less offensive. It was offensive to my eyes and ears, but not my sensibilities. Just did he have a name?
So I do like this ad campaign. I'm watching it right now. He's got, there's a floating face on the screen. It's showing all sorts of like stereotypical, like, ugh, that's boring activities, kids, like doing a puzzle, reading a book. He's like, one flag. And, this is 2 flags. But, it shows the dude's on a roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
6 flags. More flags, more fun.
More flags, more fun.
What's a little, I don't know about this 6 Flags. There's lots of kung fu noises.
Yeah.
There's lots of... The joke is very much that this guy...
is Asian.
This guy's Asian. This guy has an accent. He doesn't say these words like us good speaking American types. Maybe
to give them, reaching with my arms as far as they stretch to give them this benefit of the doubt. My arms, like I don't want to get close to them when I give them this benefit of the doubt, but I'll try and give them the benefit. There is those set of very, very famous Arnold Schwarzenegger commercials that were featured in Japan, right? It was Japan.
Yep.
Where it's just his face floating around, and it's funny because he's talking all crazy because he's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Maybe this is just seeing that from the other side. I don't know.
I feel like the Arnold commercials funny because they're punching up, right? And there's just sort of it is weird in the most wonderful total disconnect with our culture, and it appears very weird, very, very funny. This is just like, we got an Asian guy. I don't know. I do like it more than these
creepy
commercials
old man.
More as cancelable and questionable as they are, than creepy old man with big glasses dancing to corporate techno pop.
I have found a lovely blog post from 2008 on blog.angryasianman.com.
What does he have to say?
Titled Crazy Asian Man in Six Flags Commercials. I've been seeing these series of idiotic commercials for Six Flags featuring a barking accented Asian man. Oh, so the blog writer has actually talked to somebody who auditioned for the commercial. And I'll read the guy who auditioned. I will read his words here. Recently, there's been a Six Flags commercial where they show an Asian man randomly speaking in a stereotypical English accent. I, in fact, did go to the audition for that a few months ago. The casting call said nothing about speaking in a fobby accent. When I got there, the casting guy said stuff like, "Think about those Charlie Chan movies. Talk like your grandfather." My grandfather was born in the United States. I was so disgusted that I left midway. So...
Oof. Sounds a little oof.
Yeah.
Sorry, Six Flags. Getting canceled. Stealing kids. Guys. Having old racist commercials. Not enough photo ops with Bugs Bunny.
Hey, it looks like AngryAsianMan.com has podcasts. So maybe we'll have to check them out and give them a listen.
Yeah, sure.
They call us Bruce. That sounds like a good show. They call us Bruce.
Shout out.
Anyway, that was a roller coaster of a tangent of a train getting off the rails.
You want to take a little break you want to have a little stop at Break Station?
Let's take a break station. Tss, pulling in. Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of the episode, and welcome to a new segment, assuming I'm able to find material to keep it going beyond today. And I'm calling it Celebrity Reviews. You may have seen within the past couple of months, depending on when you're listening to this, that someone found a certain man's Amazon reviews. This man being none other than Amazon founder Jeff Bezos.
Oh.
and you know, we deal in Amazon all of the time. So we've seen plenty of reviews. We've seen plenty of reviewers' profiles. When I clicked on Jeff Bezos' Amazon reviewer profile, the face that shot back at me, Brent, I'm sending it to you right now.
Okay, let me see this mugshot here.
Pretty close.
What's he looking at?
I don't know. Theater of the mind.
Is the waiter bringing out his lobster steak surf and turf meal right in front of his face? He looks like he's at hibachi, and the guy just did the onion ring tower.
It's Jeff Bezos maybe 10, 15 years ago, a little bit of vintage Jeff. And yeah, he's just gazing off camera at something that's got him transfixed.
The smallest Mona Lisa smile on his face as well.
So, plenty of reviewers leave thousands upon thousands upon thousands of reviews on Amazon. So much so that Amazon has rankings for their reviewers. One of these days, we're going to find a top 1,000 reviewer and try and talk to them. But right now, what we have are the handful of reviews that Jeff Bezos has left over his time. And
I just, if I may, I'd like to precursor this segment with a statement. A very quick one.
Uh-huh.
I guess it's 4 words.
Okay.
Fuck you, Jeff Bezos.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Especially if these aren't funny, because we're kind of banking on it being interesting and or funny. It says he's left 9 reviews, but there are only 6 listed on his public profile.
Some of them got torched.
Yeah, he broke the rules or something. All right. We're just going to go down the page, and whatever comes, comes. The first review I see is for none other than the Tuscan Dairy Whole Milk Vitamin D gallon.
No way! He got in on
ounces.
It. He got in on it. He's hip. He's hip to the know.
From August of 2006, Jeff titles his review "Longtime Fan" and writes, "I love milk so much that I've been drinking it since the day I was born. I don't think it was Tuscan, though. 5 stars. 92 helpful votes."
Picturing that
bald,
fucking that gremlin of a man chugging a gallon of milk just makes me sick.
Okay, I thought you were picturing him as a baby drinking from a breast.
It's sort of like when it's a baby, but it's his adult head on the baby.
His bald head, yes.
Either way, I'm cringing. Either way, I'm maximum cringe here.
Good. This is what we're going for. Moving on. From 2003, Jeff reviews Down and Out in the Magic Kingdom. It's a book. He titles his review, "A Grand Idea Novel." I don't know if that's a proper sentence, Jeff, but let's see what you write about it. Dr. Jillian Taylor. Don't tell me you... Let me start that again. It looks like he's putting dialogue here, so...
What a jackass.
Dr. Jillian Taylor says, "Don't tell me you don't use money in the 23rd century. Kirk. Well, we don't. Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. Star Trek may be a money-free universe, but they've always left blank the details of how scarce assets like a starship or a Picasso or the Haunted Mansion might get allocated. In this fun, fast book, the clearly talented Cory Doctorow explores a full-on reputation economy. With the help of a sophisticated real-time network, people accumulate and lose a reputation currency called Wuffy. The ideas are an incredibly rich playground, and the author doesn't make you suffer through flat characters or clunky prose to get to them, like this review, Jeff. On the contrary,
Zinger.
These are totally alive characters set in a deeply conjured world. Which world is Disney World? A place you can feel the author's passion for. By the end, you'll know the characters well enough to be able to judge what impact this new world has or doesn't have on the fundamentals of human nature. Cory Doctorow deserves much wuffy for this novel. Highly recommended.
Oh my God.
5 stars.
The cringe speaks for itself. What I'm thinking, Jeff, what the hell do you know about a lack of assets? About a lack of resources?
Money-free society.
You fucking idiot.
He's just like, oh, another way people can rate things? Wuffies? I'm down.
I give that review 1 wuffy out of 5, dude. I am wuffied out.
We'll move on to another book. This is Project Orion, the true story of the atomic spaceship. Jeff titles his review, They were planning to tour the solar system, and writes, those of us who dream of visiting the outer planets, whoa.
The outer planets?
Seeing Saturn's rings up close without intermediation of telescopes or charge-coupled devices, well, we pretty much have to read Project Orion. In 1958, some of the world's smartest people, including famous physicist Freeman Dyson, the author's father, expected to visit the outer planets in Orion, a nuclear bomb-propelled ship big enough and powerful enough to seat its passengers in lazy-boy recliners. They expected to start their grand tour by 1970. This was not pie-in-the-sky optimism. They had strong technical reasons for believing they could do it. To pull this book together, George Dyson did an astonishing amount of research into this still largely classified project. And maybe because he's connected to the Orion through his father, the author captures the strong emotion of the project and the team. Highly recommended. 5 stars.
I'm going to say a big fan of Dyson as a scientist. There's a company making engineering feats. Some of their shit they make is amazing and usually affordable enough that anyone could get it if they wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I want to just shove Jeff Bezos into a locker after that review, dude. I'm going to be walking by him. He's writing the stupid shit in his notebook, and I just shove him as hard as I can. And I want him to hurt.
A little bit of school hallway,
exactly.
Karma.
And not because he's being nerdy. I can respect someone who's into astrology who wants to see Saturn's rings. I don't see this as a nerdy desire. This is a rich psychophant desire, dude. I will become so powerful. I will glance upon the rings of Saturn.
Yeah.
That's my take on it. For what it's worth.
We've got another book review for you to cringe at, which is, I guess it's technically a time capsule of early Amazon when it was mostly books. This is for The Proving Ground. Nope. This is for, yes, The Proving Ground, the inside story of the 1998 Sydney to Hobart race. He titles his review Intense and Disciplined. This book is about people, an incredibly interesting assortment of determined, competitive people, thrust into a circumstance more challenging and dangerous than any of them expected. Bruce Knecht captures acts of heroism and frailty, but in a display of astonishing writerly discipline, he never judges these people. Judging these strong people would inevitably oversimplify the reality of human behavior under life-threatening stress. The way Knecht does it, as we read, we get to wonder how we would react. 5 stars.
That one was okay.
I really don't know what he's saying without knowing what the book is about, so, okay. It's a sailing race.
Jeff.
Okay, it's a sailing race. That was one of the worst modern sailing disasters, left 6 sailors dead and a number of yachts destroyed.
And Jeff thought it was rad.
Jeff was like, hey, I like how you framed it.
I like how you framed it. You got a finale? You got a finale for Mr. Jeff?
Yeah. We'll leave with this final one. From March 17th, 2000, Jeff has a review of the movie. I will call it a film because it's that good. Life is Beautiful. You familiar with this one?
I haven't seen that one.
It is the one, some people compare it to The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. It's World War II, father and son in a concentration camp, and the father is like pretending that it's all a fun and a game. So his son doesn't experience what they're actually experiencing.
So I'm sure quite the difficult movie.
Yeah, absolutely. But beautiful, you'll cry. It's a good watch. Jeff titles his review, "Wow, a masterpiece," and writes, "This movie is absolutely all it's cracked up to be. Hysterically funny and simultaneously a tearjerker. It's ultimately very uplifting. The cinematography is also fantastic. Amazing use of color. The DVD has dubbed English as an option, but I strongly recommend going with subtitles instead so you can hear Benigni's amazing acting and passion. Too bad the DVD doesn't include any deleted scenes. With Benigni, I think it would be... I'll just stop there. Yeah, 5 stars is what you get. Is what he gives it.
What do you want the deleted scenes, dude?
No
What do you think
kidding.
This is like a fucking Will Ferrell movie? You think there's going to be some sweet improv scenes in the credits that don't make it?
Dude, yeah. The stuff they cut out for a reason. You don't need to see it.
I feel like when a movie becomes a film, you don't get to want to watch the deleted scenes. Like they really nailed it, dude.
Polished product. There's no scrap on the floor.
Right. It's polished. It's lean. It's exactly what the artist, the director, whoever producer intended for the audience. I'm all bit about that artistic integrity. You know what I'm saying? Artistic intent.
It was nominated for 7 Academy Awards, won 3 Oscars. Well, how
the
about
deleted
the outtakes?
scenes could have made it better.
With that is our first celebrity reviews segment featuring Jeff Bezos. Thanks, buddy. You're making everything we do a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But
let's do a cool celebrity next time.
I'll try.
It's just leaving me exhausted. So I'm going to indulge in some fine reviews from our friend Elijah Moisick. Thank you very much for your continued support, my buddy. These reviews, I both am excited to announce and apologize in advance.
Okay.
These are some reviews, a medley of reviews I'm going to go over for the Amazon Basic Care Stool Softener Laxative. Docu-State Sodium, 1,000 milligrams, soft gels, red and white, 100 count.
Good to know. Red and white pills. Good.
Red and white pills. So no funny business. No blue and white. This is for the red pillars out there. Reading these reviews, they all made me laugh, but it's might leave you a little speechless. So I'm just gonna fire some off. Feel free to jump in whenever.
Okay.
This first, I really wanted to start with this one. This first review is by user Beta. They title it 3 stars. They title it Works Well. They write, "This worked as expected. I took one at night, and the next morning my poop was softer than normal. 3 stars.
Poop jokes. Yeah.
We're going to keep going. This is just the beginning. Ginger Newell writes, "Easy to swallow. Keeps me regular. 5 stars. J. Paul writes, "Soft stools. What can you say about stool softeners? They do the job. 2 stars. Here we got from Dia Vespi. "Didn't work for me. I took a lot of these. No. More than the recommended amount and still no action. Update. Finally smoothly worked on the 4th day. Second update. It works effectively if used on a regular basis. Sick mask emoji. 1 star. Amazon customer says it works for its purpose. This product works just as good as the brand name. It works gently over time. I took on an empty stomach one morning and experienced some nausea, but with a meal, I never had any issues. 4 stars.
What are you trying to do to yourself? Smooth out your stomach to make smooth nothing poops?
CW88 writes, "Good price, no effect. I don't understand all the rave reviews. These did absolutely nothing. I felt like I was taking a placebo. I guess like most people, I want to save money, but now I'll spend for something that actually works. 2 stars.
Eat different food. Drink more water."
All right. This is a good set of a trifecta for a finale.
All right.
Amazon customer writes, description of the product, wrong. The description said acetaminophen. The picture and what I got was stool softener. I need something in case we get coronavirus. This is the opposite. For 1 star.
Well, not really the opposite, but whatever. Whatever.
I think this was a corona. Yeah, this is March 18th. So this is still like, there's no toilet paper lol phase, I think was the idea. Didn't stick the landing, though. Jordan EK writes, super necessary for silky smooth BMs. This shit's good. It was like I was housing a diamond baseball in my lower intestine. This really loosened up the clog and let all the proverbial stones pass through. It works quite well. Just don't take my word for it. Although it's really all you can do. 5 stars. Bill Bear titles his review, much better than using a chisel. They write, works so much better than my chisel. 5 stars. So that's the potty humor corner of this episode. Matt, do you have a
sharp one, a swift one?
A swift one, a palate cleanser, perhaps?
Yes, I do. I have an Amazon review for Patsy Cline's Greatest Hits Remastered Edition. We're all fans here, right?
Of course.
Patsy, wonderful.
Me and Patsy go way back.
You'd have to. Amazon user J.Ware titles their review, in all caps, "Get Patsy Cline while you can!" ! Verified purchase, by the way.
Oh.
And J.Ware writes, pretty much everything Patsy Cline ever did was awesome. So this Greatest Hits is definitely awesome, especially since she tragically died in a plane crash many years ago. 5 stars. It's just that doesn't really, they're not connected.
Someone's got to teach this guy about the word juxtaposition and what it means for your writing. Nothing gets me like the tragic death in a crash. 5 stars.
Yeah. The way this sentence is structured makes it sound like her tragic plane crash death caused her Greatest Hits album to be definitely awesome. That's how I read it.
This lady is so cool, she died in a plane crash. All right, you gotta hear these jams.
This is one hot record here. I'm telling you, spin it once or twice.
Oh my god, I wasn't gonna do another one, but I have a strangely relevant set of reviews. I'm just gonna jump in and do a couple. This is some Amazon reviews for the 2005 documentary Airline Disaster Crash of the Century.
Oh no, speaking of airline deaths.
Exactly. Carol writes, couldn't be better. I can't imagine how this documentary could be any better than it is. Very complete in the telling of the background and the aftermath of this horrific accident. The way the reenactments were done were so much better than most documentaries, so it feels like watching a movie more than a documentary. The accident was the result of a series of circumstances that no one could ever expect to take place simultaneously. But what stood out in my mind is the arrogance and intolerance of one particular pilot who is not open to information and suggestion from his co-pilot. I've watched this documentary 3 times and will still watch again. 5 stars.
I have one question. Does it have any outtakes?
Yeah, they do the Pixar style bloopers at the end of this one.
Whoa, we're going down. Uh-oh. It does sound very interesting. I don't want to be insensitive, and heartbreak for the tragedy, whenever and wherever it was.
But it was rad. 5 stars.
Yeah.
Hey. Thanks for listening to our review party, everybody.
Thank you.
I forgot to mention somewhere in the episode, we were too busy spinning the comedy thread. Next week is our birthday.
Ba-da-ba-da.
Dun 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 dun. Review party birthday. We got a very special episode planned for you. So make sure you're there on, get this, Tuesday Reviews Day. New episodes every Tuesday. That's right. This episode dropped on Tuesday, the 29th of June, 2021. The next episode, the birthday episode, will be dropping Tuesday, July 6th, 2021. Ooh. So you'll be just celebrating, if you're an American chap or a chapette, the birth of the United States. So why not continue the celebration, celebrating the birth of something almost as important as the U.S.?
Historically, for sure. Historically,
right. TheReviewParty.com. As the founding fathers of the podcast, we're very glad to have you here. We'd love to have you every hashtag Tuesday Reviews Day. We'd love to have you next week for the birthday celebration. Hey, maybe you got a slick little birthday review you'd like to submit for that episode. Why don't you shoot that over to reviewparty.com@gmail.com. Include your name, and we can give you some credit for that review.
It's super easy nowadays. Google, we've said this, you can share. There's a copyable link on Google.
About time, Google.
About time. Thank you.
Full disclosure, Elijah sent me his reviews this week in screenshot form, but we're making it work, people.
That works too.
The link, that's sort of best for us, but we're gonna make it happen. Just get us those reviews, people.
Whatever it takes.
Say reviews.
Hey, if you want to get in contact with us in any other way,
physically,
that doesn't involve emails, physically or not, I don't know, you can find us on social media and socialize with us through media there. On Instagram and TikTok, we are at reviewparty.com, and on Twitter, we are at reviewpartypod. We're posting stuff there as often as we can remember. But also, hey, we've got a website that is slick. It's reviewparty.com.
Slick Willies.
Go to the website. You can see all the episodes there. You can see I have a page compiling every possible listening platform you could find us on, but you're already listening, so it's meaningless to you unless you want to go and see all the logos.
You want to shop around for a podcast supplier, or just be impressed at how many logos can be in one website page. Right. That page looks like a NASCAR driver's sleeve.
It does. You can also read the blog on the site. It's fun. Believe me. You can also shop the shop and just look around at bright blue colors. Do it.
Right. Do it. Check it out. And if you're into checking stuff out, boy, Matt, do I have a check-outable little band for you. You've already checking them out, perhaps knowingly, perhaps unknowingly, throughout the episode. That's right. The band Nosebleeds has supplied us a theme song, and as you do know, what a delicious morsel that they've been so gracious to let us use. The jam is bread for breakfast. The band is Nosebleeds. Go check that out on their Spotify or wherever the heck. Get some tasty jams for your ears. They got a whole heaping helping of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a whole heaping helping of love from Elijah Moisick this week.
Ooh.
He's going to supply our finisher here.
One final serving.
One final serving of Eli up on the plate. This review is from Google. It is for a Shell gas station in the Green Bay area. It is written by Erdman II, Count of Prominence, local guide. That's a heck of a name. He writes, pretty friendly staff. There used to be some hot young women that worked there. I don't know if they still do. Unfortunately, one of them is a lesbian. What? 5 stars. Oh, no, Erdman.